Last time on the 2018 Rampage the Movie series.
Now this isn't the first time that Leonard has done an accessories tree. This is one for the core right here, and actually I already took two parts off of it. I took the figure stand and one of the guns. And then this is the canister for Lizzie. I think this is the coolest one of the three. They're all pretty awesome. I like having all three of the canisters, but this one, now that is some damage right there. And we haven't seen them since, so it's really nice to see this old member of the core back into action.
Yes, it floats with sparks.
Man, that tail, it's just so cool. It just has really nice movement to that tail right there. It looks a little broken on top, but that's okay. They definitely look really cool. I really like these figures. Okay, so last time we took a look at Lizzie, she was a pretty small alligator, I guess bigger than the normal one. But Lizzie looked just like this. And of course, she began to mutate. And now she's a giant lizard. Holy crap. A giant crocodile. Okay, I'm used to calling her a lizard. Lizzie, lizard. Now the big City Brawl set for Lizzie comes with one figure, and that is the core's Eagle Eye. This would have to be Eagle Eye version 2. I mean, I guess you can call her tail an accessory because it was separate from the rest of the body. The figure that comes with Big City Brawl Lizzie is Eagle Eye version 2. Eagle Eye is one of the core veterans, and he actually came out during the new recruits. Now he was in all three versions of the new recruits, and then when Total Soldier hit, he was dropped. We haven't seen him since 2010, so he is back for some more action, and that is really cool to see him again. Now the color scheme on Eagle Eye here, it's actually pretty cool. I really like it a lot. I like that he matches with Vulture and Sparks. Now those are some really good color schemes, but I couldn't say the same thing about the two Craptastic 4 figures that we got with Ralph. Okay, now we'll take a look at Lizzie. Lizzie is giant. She is huge. So I would even say that she's a contender against Mega George. She is that big, and this is supposed to be the Big City Brawl version. The tail is a separate piece, and it moves from side to side. You can even shake her, and it'll move. So that's pretty cool. She does have all these spikes right here. Feels really awesome, and you can tell they're separate parts, but that's all right. Articulation on the legs, so they can come up, and same as the bottom leg, and also the front legs. Lizzie does come with jaw chomping action yet again. I mean, she is crocodile, so let's see, we press the button here and her jaw moves, and so do these little fins here, or gills, or whatever those are. Those also move. Now I don't really know what else to say about this giant crocodile. She is just super cool, so there's not really much else to say. She's just really impressive, and much more impressive than Ralph. Okay, and here they are, the three Big City Brawl monsters, and I don't think it's very fair because Lizzie is giant compared to these. Okay, we have George, who has the arm bashing action, and then of course the jaw chomping action right there. And then we got the clumsy Ralph, who you move the neck up and he bites. Pretty lame. And then we have Lizzie, which has real jaw chomping action, and also the gills move, or fins. So that is super cool. Oh man, that's great. Oh yeah, and Lizzie can chomp down on Eagle Eye here, so looks like she's gonna be having some breakfast. And I don't know, but George doesn't look like he's the right size for these guys. I mean, he seems a little small, don't you think? And honestly, I think this looks like a much more even battle. I mean, I think that Ralph is a little bit, I don't know, he's just a weird size. He's definitely much bigger than Big City Brawl George, but much smaller than Mega George. So, I don't know. Let's just take him out of the picture. And I think that looks a little bit better. So this is almost like if it was Mega Lizzie versus Mega George. Now, if we were to stand up George, that's about how high he would be. And let's do Lizzie from tail. Yeah, standing up on her tail, she is definitely much bigger than George. And if we do from just the head to the body, she's a little bit smaller than George, but that's alright. She's still huge. I think she could take on Mega George. Now there's all three of the giant monsters, and I've included the Big City Brawl George on the side over there. And which one do I prefer? So if we're talking about Big City Brawl, I think the choice is obvious. I really like Lizzie's figure. Lizzie looks amazing. And it's actually a really hard choice between Big City Brawl Lizzie and Mega George. Mega George is pretty cool too, but I think I would still give it up for Lizzie. Lizzie is definitely much more impressive. Even though she has less articulation, I don't know, just something about all the detail that they put into her. She just looks awesome. Now, Mega George is no chump. He's still really cool, but again, I think if I was gonna spend money on one of them, it would be the Big City Brawl Lizzie. So here are all the monsters together. Which monster do I like the best? I know I've been giving all the points to regular George, but I don't know, this one's a really hard one because I like both of the Lizzies.
But at the end of the day, I think I would go with the canister contact George, just because, I mean, that face. And not only that, but when The Rock is like, "What happened to my friend?" on the trailer, that just really hit me right here, you know. So yes, canister contact George is my favorite. Now, which ones are my favorite sets from this series? Well, they would have to be both of the canister contact sets for Lizzie and for George. The thing is, you get a lot of stuff with those sets, and that's just great. But between those two, I think I like the canister contact George set the best, because you get a figure of both of the stars, George and The Rock. Not only that, you also get all the items for The Rock, and you get that awesome fence with the decal of my hometown on it. I really hope you guys enjoyed the review of the canister contact sets, the Big City Brawl sets, and Mega George for the Rampage movie series. And yes, we may be done with the series, but I still got some more Rampage stuff to show you guys, so stay tuned.